Hello. So today we're going to read in our Materials in Motion big book, and it is a story. I'll open it up. There's the title page. This is our table of contents. It's called The Story of a Chair on page 3. So all of you know what a chair is. This is going to be the story of where a chair starts off and how it's made. So let me point this down, and I'll do my best to show you each page. So, the story of a chair. Here is a kind of chair you might sit on in a park. Do you know how it was made? A chair begins as a tree in the forest. Here's one tree. A forest is a place with lots of trees. That's how the chair started. A lumberjack cuts the trees in the forest. This is a lumberjack. Can you say lumberjack? Lumber is what they turn tree wood into, lumber. A lumberjack uses, do you see his big chainsaw? And he cuts down that tree. He wears lots of special equipment to protect himself. Lumberjack is a job. A truck driver takes the trees to the sawmill. The trees are cut into boards at the sawmill. So you see that this truck is taking those big trees to a mill, a sawmill. And you see this right here, this giant saw cuts them. And then it says, the boards go to the lumber yard. The woodworker buys wood from the lumber yard. So this is now not really called tree anymore. It's called lumber. When they change it from a tree log into this wood that you can use for building, it's called lumber. Can you say lumber? Awesome. Finally, the last page, this is a woodworker. The woodworker makes the chair from wood, and then it's put in the park for you to sit on. So that's a woodworker is the final part of making the chair from that wood that started off as a tree. So now you're going to put some things in order. Take a look over at the board. You're going to be using the word first. Everyone say first. Great. You'll use the word next. Say next. Awesome. You'll use the word then. Great. And you'll use the word last. So you can describe how something happens in order. First, next, then, last. Okay, now I'm going to put up some of the pictures right down here that go along with making a chair. So there's that chair. Oh, do you know what this is? This is the mill. The mill is where they cut that lumber or the logs into lumber or wood. Let's see here. Oh, do you see who this is? This is a woodworker working on making a chair. Oh, and do you see that? That's that lumberjack cutting down the tree. Now, if I want to put this in order, the story of a chair, first. Which of those happens first? What's the first thing that happens? Now, the woodworker can't make the chair first. You don't have a chair first. First, they cut down the tree. So I can say a sentence. First, the lumberjack cuts down the tree. Okay, next. What was next? I remember that truck took the logs into the sawmill. Oh, that was next. Next. Next, they take the wood to a mill to cut into those wood boards or lumber. Okay, what's then? then, oh, then the woodworker starts to work on that wood to build a chair. And last, they make the chair, or she made the chair. The woodworker makes the chair. So I can tell the story of how that goes. First, you cut down the tree. Next, you take that wood to the mill to make lumber. Then, a woodworker turns that wood into a chair. Last, you have your finished chair. And so that's how you can put things in order. Now, when it's your turn, here's what you're going to do. We'll mix these up again, but you're going to have some other options as well. So when it's your turn, you get to choose. You can either choose the story of a chair, first, next, then last. Or maybe you'd like to tell the story of how you brush your teeth. What would be first? What would be next? What would be then? What would be last? Let me show you some of the pictures I have for brushing your teeth. Look at these pictures right here. Do you see those 4 pictures? Which one would go first? First you smile? No, that's probably at the end. First you get your toothbrush, right? What would be next? What would be then? What would be last? So when it's your turn, you might want to say, I want to do brushing your teeth. Or I have one other option is getting dressed, okay? So you might choose first you put on your shirt. You might choose first you put on your underwear. You might choose then you put on your pants. You might choose last you put on your socks and shoes. You get to decide the order and which one you're doing. So when it's your turn, you can choose, I don't know if you can see those down there. Yep, you can. You can choose the story of a chair and try to use first, next, then last. You could choose brushing your teeth or getting dressed. Okay? See if you can use as much language as possible.